Hello Scorpio, this is going to be your February 2021 general tarot reading. I'm going to be doing a Celtic crossbred with some clarifiers. If you would like to skip through this part and just go straight to the reading, there is a timestamp down in the description box down below that you can click on. It'll take you straight to the beginning of the reading. So this reading is for you if you are a Scorpio rising, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, or Scorpio Venus. This reading may or may not resonate for you because it's geared to a collective. Certain things might resonate, other things may not. It's up to you to decide. There goes the phone. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I just had to take that phone call. It was an important phone call. All right, I think I was in the middle of saying if it doesn't resonate, then don't make it fit. But for all I know, it will resonate for you. Who knows? All right, let's see what comes up for Scorpio for February 2021. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. Okay. 11 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. There's a lot of people in this reading. One, two, three, four. 4 people are in this reading. Okay. I'm going to pick some clarifiers to go with the top card. Help me kind of have an idea on what's going on here. Huh. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and then I'll get started. Okay, here I am. Let's get started. You have 2 fire court cards in here this time around. Hopefully you're not picking up on too much of my breathing. I'm still trying to find a happy medium with the microphone. Unfortunately, Sagittarius's reading, the sound was completely off and was really bad for them. Hopefully they can hear it okay. But all right. Your central card or energy for February 2021 is the Guardian of Fire, otherwise known as the Queen of Wands. And to me, this image just summons up feelings of warmth and comfort. This man in the picture looks like a very loving person, or a very affectionate, kind person. And it also reminds me of Cancer energy because it's at nighttime, there's the moon in the background, there's the mysterious bobcat in the background that I'm not really sure if he's aware of or not. This could be somebody that you have feelings for or that you want to spend more time with. This could be an external person in your life that shows these qualities of comfort, warmth, kindness, caring, affectionate, loyal, willing to do what it takes to keep the fires going or the cockles of your heart going. This might be somebody that you have a great deal of affection for because with it is Embrace, which also has the moon in it. It seems like there are deep emotions here. This might be somebody that you're missing or that for some reason isn't around right now. You wish to see them again so that you can hug. You may have deep feelings for this person, or this person could have deep feelings for you. If this is not an external person, by the way, if it is an external person, this court card is generally ruled by Aries. It doesn't have to be Aries energy though, or an Aries sign, but it is Aries energy. If it's not a person, then I see you wanting to make more of an effort to put your energy into the people in your life that you actually care about. I feel like perhaps maybe you've been giving too much of your energy to the wrong people, or too much of your energy is scattered when you need to focus more on giving your energy to the people that truly deserve it. Because with these two, you have discernment. And it may be that you have deep feelings here for something or a passion for somebody, but for some reason you need to use discernment in this matter. You don't want to give away too much of your heart or too much of your energy without knowing for sure who you're giving it to or what you are giving your energy to. Let me pick more on this discernment card so I can maybe get a little bit more details on this. What do they need to be discerning about? Or perhaps somebody else is being discerning. What do they need to be more discerning about? Persecution, casual cruelty. It's an image of an older girl pulling a younger girl's hair. This older girl looks like a bully or somebody who has hurt feelings, and she's taking it out on this younger girl. Casual cruelty. Cruelty that almost doesn't really make sense. Mean people or mean-spirited energy. Yeah, be careful who you give your love or your energy to. Make sure that you really truly take time to get to know someone before you invest your emotions into something where it could be that there is someone that you long to be with or to see or to hold. but for some reason there may be some tricky dynamics in here where there are other people involved, or other people have mean-spirited thoughts on sabotaging you from being able to see them, or I'm not sure exactly what that's about, or making sure that someone truly really is a good person for you to align your energy with before you do it. I'm going to find out more about that. That seems odd. Seems like interference or interfering personalities in the way, or you're afraid of being misunderstood for this energy. Maybe there's jealousy involved among people over something. Let's see. All right, tell me more about persecution, casual cruelty here, and why you need to be discerning about it. Also, be careful of your own emotions when it comes to being mean-spirited. Possibly be more discerning about who you give your energy to, or how you use your energy in a situation. All right, tell me more about this situation here. Enlightenment, hearing the hidden songs. I'm getting a feeling of jealousy in this, that someone is jealous because you seem to have what they lack, or you possess something that they wish they had. It's hard to, it's like your imagination is so vivid, and your personality is so vivid and so passionate and heartfelt. Other people may misunderstand it, or they think you're being cocky when you're not, or I'm just generally getting a feeling of envy with these two, of that you have some special quality about you that certain people in your life really value and really appreciate, and there may be some other energies in your life that are resentful of this. They wish that they possessed this magical quality here with enlightenment, where you're able to see things in matters that possibly other people don't see, or you understand things in a more lifted up way. And there may be some petty personalities around you that feel threatened by this. They wish that they possessed this quality, even though they can't really put their finger down on what it is. I suppose it could be magnetism. They don't understand your magnetism, or they wish that they had it. But something about this, make sure that you are discerning enough to walk through your emotions and be able to figure out who is worthy of your attention, your energy, and who isn't, and how you might need to tiptoe through certain situations, or be careful with certain situations on how you're coming across, because it could interfere with things. To just be more careful about how you go about showing your energy. It may be that you have very pure intentions or pure feelings that go very deep, but it's being misunderstood by other people as being something else other than what it is. Or it could be that you need to be more discerning about who you let into your life and who you choose to give your energy to, or put your affections into. You long for a simpler way of relating, or you're longing for more genuine people in your life where there aren't weird dramas like that, and to focus your energy on this instead of on that. Okay, so your challenge is the Three of Water, otherwise known as the Three of Cups. It seems like you're trying to navigate friendships or alliances with other people on who do you trust, Who do you not trust? Who should you surround yourself with, and who needs to go? Certain friendships may have proven to not be as true as you thought, or they're just distracted and have other things going on. So certain people in your life you may be missing because they're no longer around, or you're temporarily isolated from them. It seems like you want more fun and play in your life and a genuine love between people. But your challenge is finding this or cultivating it, or all right, let me pick more information on this, see if I get anything else. Tell me more about the Three of Water and why is this challenging them? Awareness. Invitation. Focus. There may be some people involved in this situation that you're getting to know now, but they know each other very well. You might be a new person in some kind of a group, or even a work situation, or in a new location that you just moved to and you're getting to know people in your environment. This is one version of this. I'll give you a few other versions too. One version might be that you're completely new to a situation and you're very heartfelt and genuine. There may be some weird dynamics between people that you may not be completely aware of, and you may be invited to go to a gathering, or to meet new people, or to get out more, or some part of you needs to be focusing on other things, though. This might be some kind of a distraction that's distracting you from what you should be doing with yourself right now. You might be intuitively aware that there are other things going on in this situation than maybe you know about, or you kind of sense it. And you're not really, you need to be more discerning and make sure that you really are putting yourself in situations where you feel like you are being welcomed, or that these are people that you can trust, because otherwise I kind of get like a circus type energy of people talking about each other, or a lot of things going on, possible gossip. Other dynamics that you may not be aware of. You know, those embarrassing moments when you like kind of form a crush on somebody that you think is available, when it turns out that they're in a secret relationship that everyone knows about but they never talk about it, and then you realize, oh crap, I just, I thought that this person was available when actually they're not, or something akin to that. That's almost like an analogy. So make sure you really scope something out and become aware of hidden forces at play among a group of people, or with people that you're getting to know. You definitely have the possibility to draw in new friends that are very good for you at this time, but it's mixed in with a whole bunch of other stuff that takes a little bit of time to kind of feel out what's actually happening. You may be waiting on some kind of an invitation to get out of the house, or to get away from your studies, or whatever it is that you're working on, to go and play. Those invitations or offers may be hard to come by, because of current circumstances in the world, where I'm getting a feeling of not being able to focus because you're longing for something. It's hard to crack down on what you need to do because you're longing. You're longing for more adventure, more excitement, more creativity, or possibly if you've been single for a long time, you're longing for romance, you're longing for passion, and this is a distraction from your work. And it's hard to meet new people right now. It's hard to be invited to places or to do things. Let me pick another card as a remedy. What could help them with this situation? You're wondering whether certain people really are sincere about how they feel about you. Give me some kind of a remedy outside the box. You need to get out of the house, or you need to go do something completely different. There may be certain things about this situation that you're not seeing clearly, or you need to get outside of your head and see things from a different perspective. I'm getting a feeling of cabin fever from this, like you're feeling claustrophobic and you need more adventure in your life. It's starting to drive you a little bit batty. Or you're realizing you need to see something from a different perspective here. Otherwise, you may end up confining yourself in your own thoughts on what's possible or not possible. You need to get outside of the box. Even if it's just to go out for walks or to start a new hobby or a new activity or to reach out in whatever way you can to people that you miss. Possibly to look at something differently than you've been looking at it. Okay? Somehow you feel restless because you feel trapped almost. So, what is helping you is Major Arcana Death. This is your Major Arcana card, or one of them anyway. It seems like an old way is passing away, or I'm almost getting a feeling of acceptance from this, like you're accepting finally completely that something is done, or something is different now, or something is over, or that it's time to change and transform again. Let me get more on this. Trust. Interesting. You're getting extremely impatient. Or you're tired of being patient. I'm probably going to end up picking more, but let's start with this. So what's helping you is to allow things to transform and change in your life. An old way has passed away, a new way is coming in. You are transforming, you are changing. The worst feels like it's over with this transformation, and now it feels like you're breathing freely. You feel excited about this, actually, about this transformation or this change, or you've been longing for this to happen. With it, you have trust. Trust. Past lives. And I asked about the past lives involved, and I got patience. So, you know what I'm getting from this? And it's very particular energy. It's telling me, for someone, or a group of you maybe, that you have a long-standing, deeply embedded feeling that is in your soul from past lifetimes, or possibly even more recent past lifetimes, in which you had to go along with tradition, or you had to go along with things like morals, ethics, possibly even religious factors in here. Whatever that religion may have had to do with. I'm feeling that your soul is an extremely, I almost said the word reckless, but it's more like a chaotic, super talented, extremely genius, very almost erratic at times, where you must experience life to the fullest, or experience everything that you are drawn to. You have the kind of a soul that is not healthy when it's being held back or held down or having to be patient with things. Instead, you're meant to experience. You may have had, and your understanding of things is different than a lot of people. You're not tethered by too many rules in how you perceive things, or your basic energy. You are outside the box naturally. You're an older soul that understands things in a more revolutionary kind of a way. You may have had some past lifetimes where you were made to dampen down aspects of yourself in order to conform, or to be part of society, or what was going on at the time. You may have had to resist being brave and doing what you wanted because of what other people thought, or possibly being demonized if you had done that, having to deal with persecution or casual cruelty from people who just don't really understand where your intentions lie, or they seem to think that I'm getting a specific feeling that's you have to do everything like everyone else. How dare you be different, or how dare you be special? And if you don't conform, then they'll make you conform. Something like that. And you swallowed parts of yourself, or you lost parts of yourself, because you kind of had to be patient and deal with the times at the time. But now that you're in this lifetime, you are meant to be who you are, and you're meant to transform and go through the things that you go through and feel things incredibly deeply, and to trust that you are who you are, to trust yourself, to be bold, to be brave, to be who you are, to not care what other people think. At least we're not necessarily living in, at least in the US anyway, we're not really living in times where you could be imprisoned for being different. Well, actually, we kind of are, but hopefully you're getting what I'm trying to say here. It's like to release all that, to be discerning where you don't allow other people to influence how you feel about yourself, just because you're a little bit different or outside of the box. Trust who you are. And you're sick of being patient. You want things to happen. You want movement. You want change. You want to transform. You want to live your life passionately. And so the days of being patient are over, or of putting up with it. And that's what I want to say. It's like an energy of putting up with things. So this is what's helping you, is to trust yourself, to be yourself, and to not allow other people's thoughts or feelings or even leftover ghosts from past lifetimes get in the way of you being fine with who you are and what you need for yourself, and to take the necessary risks that you need to take in order to live life to its fullest. So, do I want to look more into the past lives thing? Maybe. Let me see what comes up. You don't have to conform anymore. And it is risky to be yourself, because not everyone will always understand what the path that you're on. But you should be focusing your energy and your time and love on the people that understand you and that you have easy rapport with, not the people that judge or try to interfere. Okay, anything else? Entrapment. Yeah. You had some past lifetimes of entrapment and having to be patient. Maybe you've got some leftover unconscious fears of going after what you want or doing what you want because you're afraid you might be trapped. You might have even gone to prison for being yourself in past lifetimes, or having to stay still in, I'm getting something about being stuck in a convent or a monastery, or being stuck in a religious order where you weren't able to be yourself, and you had to be patient with that situation and live through that lifetime without being fulfilled. But that is no longer the case now. Now what's helping you is to fully trust yourself and be yourself no matter what, no matter how different you are or how other people perceive you. Who cares? The only people that you should be caring about are the people that actually care about you and know you. You shouldn't be wasting your time with nonsense from people who don't know you or don't understand you. And you feel the way that you do. Imagine how much time and energy has been wasted for people trying to suppress feelings that they have just to get along with the status quo, or get along with society's norms. It is no longer the time to do that anymore. Now we're living in times where we're able to be outside of the box, or we're more able to be outside of the box than before. So you might as well receive the invitation from the universe and be truly who you are without reservations. The worst thing you can do is, or one of the worst things that you can do, is to feel love that you pretend not to feel. And equally as bad is pretending to feel love for someone when you don't. So it's very important for you to be true to yourself. Okay. So in your instincts, you have the Explorer of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands in other decks. It is time for you to have adventures. You are burgeoning to have something happen in your life to break up the monotony here. I'm getting things have been too still. You need to go explore. You need to find out new things, have new experiences. There might be a new love interest or somebody that you have a great deal of passion for that you want to go explore the connection with. You might be feeling a wanderlust or a need for travel or a need to learn something new, to have more adventure and fun in your life, to truly be who you are and stand in your own power unapologetically, and to express yourself fully. and possibly to seek some truth in a matter too. So this is a Sagittarius energy, by the way. Let me pick more on that. Tell me more about the Explorer of Fire. Connectedness, embraced by the natural world, and up here you had embrace. Whoops. Okay, let me pause this for a second. Some cards fell on the floor. Okay, sorry about that. This reading seems to have a lot of interruptions. All right, we were down here with the Explorer of Fire. You need to go explore. I'm getting that for someone watching or a group of you, there's someone that you want to be with, or there's someone that you want to hold, or there's someone that you want to spend time with. You might need to be discerning about this situation right now, because if you tried to go out after it, it might cause problems or persecution from others, possibly because the situation is complicated, or because certain people in this situation are jealous or wouldn't understand where you're coming from with it. This is one storyline in here. It might be that you're going stir crazy and you need to get outside of the box and go experience friendship, fun, adventure, happiness, play. You're very aware of this. It's saying that what's helping you is to trust yourself and be yourself and know that you need change. As somehow something's being reignited right now, feelings of entrapment or being stuck or almost imprisoned in a situation that you, even if it's just for a breather, to let some of the pressure out. If you can't have what you wish right now, or if you for some reason feel like you're unable to access what you truly want right now, it's still important for you to get out there and go explore regardless. Life goes on for you. You need to march forward and experience other things. Staying still or being trapped inside the house or being inside of a box is not for you, and you know it. So your instincts are telling you it's time to go, or it's time to go experience something, even if you have to make it happen. It can be tricky with this because of circumstances, because of the COVID-19 stuff. We're not really able to go out dancing the way that we wanted to before, or go see a music concert the way that we did before, or go distract yourself with something fun. But with this came connectedness, embraced by the natural world. And I'm getting two messages with it. One might be that even just to go out hiking or jogging or to get physical with some kind of sport or physical exercise would really help you blow off some of the steam or some of this fire that you're feeling of impatience or needing change, needing motion to happen. Also, I'm getting a message in here that if for some reason there is someone that you truly care about that you're unable to see right now, they're still with you in spirit. You two are connected. So even though you may not be able to actually physically touch them or see them right now, they're still there with you. And then you have big picture. So don't keep your mind inside of a box. Don't limit yourself with your thinking or how you're thinking about yourself or feelings of entrapment or being stuck. It's important for you to see the big picture in all of this and to realize that on a certain level you always are free. And it is very possible for you to get outside of the box and see things from a newer, better perspective that opens things up for you and opens the energy up. Yeah, to go explore the big picture. To go explore the big picture, see things in a different way, express yourself in whatever way you can. Okay, so Major Arcana, the Sun, is in your recent past. Something happened recently that made you really happy, or you feel like you are ready to free yourself, or you're ready to express yourself. You're ready to experience other things that make you happy, or experience things that make you happy. Let's see what you're so happy about. Okay, tell me more about the Sun. Knight of Pentacles. The waiting period is over, or you see light at the end of the tunnel where you won't have to be quite so patient anymore or wait around for something to grow. It's time to take action now, or just to do something, period. It might be that things have been slowed down with money or finances or work or what you're trying to manifest. It may have slowed down to a point where you weren't really sure if it was going to make it, or if you were going to make it, or if you would ever see growth out of a situation. But it looks as though you received some kind of a sign that things are able to grow now or move now, or the energy is moving. It's time for you to take action, or you have seen action happen. After a long period of patience and of waiting for something to grow, this is reminding me of this too, of having to be patient, having to wait, letting things take their own time, and also needing help possibly too, where you kind of were shouldering all of these things on your own, but it seems as though recently you've had some kind of a breakthrough where you realize that things are finally growing or moving, or something's finally happening, and you no longer have to wait so much. Or you choose to take matters into your own hands and make something happen. And it brings you a lot of happiness. You're realizing your own power in a situation. Or it could be that you've been waiting for someone to come see you, or to see someone, or you wondered if they even still thought about you anymore, or there's been some distance in a situation where you've been missing either a way of life, or missing a feeling that you used to have, missing a person, but it looks as though it comes back to life. So, as your best possible outcome, you have the Elder of Earth, otherwise known as the King of Pentacles. This could be another person in your life. You have a lot of people in this reading, by the way. This could be a mentor or a teacher or somebody that you look up to, someone who's taught you a great deal, taught you And also, this is the master of patience right here. This is a Taurus energy. As far as signs of people in here, there is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, yourself as death. There's even more in this reading than this, too. So there's a battle with patience in this. It's like patience is a virtue, patience is important, but at the same time, there is a such thing as too much patience or waiting for too long. You're trying to find the happy medium with all of this. Because things, especially in the earth realm, things take time. Things involve cycles of time. And if you're going to follow something through from the beginning to the finish line or the culmination of something, the work takes time. The creating takes time. I think it comes down to what are you willing on being patient about? What is the most, what is so important to you that you're willing to be patient and do the work? And even if something is extremely important to you, if it takes way too long for something to happen with it, do you value it enough to keep on going with it, or do you strike out on your own and try something different? But this could be just a feeling of becoming regrounded again. In your challenged position, there's a lot of distractions, things happening that almost knock you off balance a little bit, or that you become easily confused because there's mixed messages. But it seems as though for your best possible outcome, you know what you're doing and you have the patience that you need to do it, and you seem very focused instead of distracted. Or this could be someone who is able to ground you out and give you some much needed advice in a situation, or that helps you to come back into your body again. Let me find out more about that. Tell me more about the Elder of Earth. This could be career related or talent or money related, where your best possible outcome is that things level out and become much more stable than before. Things definitely looked a little bit unstable in your challenged position. Oh, this could be a person or a work situation that you want to get out of, or to create your own work situation that doesn't involve working for someone else. Well, let's see. Oh. What in the world is going on right now? What? Let me see. It's like every difficult card in the entire deck out of the minor arcana. Yeah, what in the world is this? Alright, I need to pick one more from a different deck. Okay. Tell me more about the Wheel of Fortune and the Elder of Earth in this as their best possible outcome. Okay. Alright, you're about to have a huge flip happen. And this could be a very internal thing for you where other people don't notice it on the outside. Or it could be something very external where you notice a huge shift in your surroundings, or what you are involved with in your life right now. So I wanted to know more about this Elder of Earth that is in your best possible outcome. And look at what I got. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So you have the Five of Swords. Narcissism, cruelty. This is reminding me of, where is it? This is reminding me directly of persecution, casual cruelty. This is a cruel person that can be extremely mean and controlling and knock other people down. Then you had the Three of Swords, heartbreak, grief, sadness, loss, betrayal. Then you had the Seven of Swords, dishonesty, lying, thievery, stealing, energetic vampirism, energetic vampires, having your energy stolen from you, feeling as though you have to hide who you are, possibly. And then fighting, conflict, battles, disagreements, the Five of Wands. Petty ego battles, people not getting along, people working against each other, a lot of sparring. And then the Five of Pentacles, not having enough money, not having love when you wanted it, feeling left out in the cold, no one cares about you, having to take care of possibly children on your own, being a single parent, feeling as though you'll never find love, you don't have what you need, you're starving. What in the world? So then I asked, okay, tell me more about the Elder of Earth. And I got the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, which looks very much like her spinning wheel. There are spinning wheels in both these images. So what I'm getting is that, as profound as it is, I hope that this is true for someone watching. It looks like a very old cycle that involved all manners of cruelty known to man, abuse of all different kinds, feeling thwarted, like the universe was against you, or somehow you kept on trying to plod forward, and the universe or other people kept on throwing tragedy in your path, or cogs in your wheel where you just never really seemed to go anywhere. It's been possibly a long-standing cycle of major difficulty. And you might even be battling with some leftover feelings of PTSD over this, where it's hard for you to accept that things could dramatically change and flip like that for you. But it seems to me as though you have newfound security, stability, things you can rely on, people you can rely on, good luck, good fortune, movement. And then you have awakening and enchantment. So it may be that some part of you is afraid that more difficult things are going to happen, or that you'll always be caught in the same tragedies or difficulties, but it seems as though your world and yourself are changing dramatically, where this is no longer a part of the picture. Or you have figured out a way to overcome this, where this no longer gets to you and you're able to move forward and create great fortune for yourself and enchantment and beauty, and your eyes are opened up. This is reminding me of outside of the box. You are no longer trapped anymore, but you still think you are. Or you're about to be completely freed, and it's almost like you're so used to being in a box that you don't know how to take it off. or get out of it, even though you're already out of it. And good things are happening. Magical things are happening. Strange things are happening to move you along where this box that you have been in for such a long time will no longer be there. Okay. That was odd. All right. So in your future, you have the Guardian of Water, another person. This normally in other decks is the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Cups. This is nurturing, mother energy, Cancer. It's a Cancer court card. It has to do with great love. Cancer energy always reminds me of hugs. Where is it? And earlier you got embrace. It's okay to embrace the future. It's okay to believe that good things are happening and good things are to come, and you will have what you need. And not only that, you'll feel satisfied. You'll feel emotionally satisfied and held and embraced. That it's almost like the universe has heard you crying and is coming to you now to help you along with feeling loved, where you are lovable, you are loved. You do have people that care about you a great deal, and that if they could, they would hug you right now if they're not around. I see self-care in this, nurturing self-care, feeling like you can be soft, you can be vulnerable, you can be yourself. There is nothing to stop you from being yourself. This could be a person in your future that makes you feel treasured, or you have emotional support with this person. You may be longing to be at the ocean or in a lake, or to spend more time with water in nature. You might be missing a place. Let me pick more on that. Transformation. There's a huge healing happening here. Transforming your emotions and being able to fully be yourself and dazzle others with your natural qualities that you have. You may be dazzled by someone, or you may dazzle someone. You have dazzle, the Guardian of Water, and transformation. You are transforming emotionally. You will no longer be in that place of waiting for the next bad thing to happen, or difficult thing to happen, or that things will never, the fear that things will never let up and you'll never be able to just truly and just gently be able to count on something to stay, or to be able to live your life to its fullest without having to always go through something or transform something. You're going from the underworld to the upper world, where the sun can shine on your face and you feel like you can fully express yourself and be who you are and be happy too, and be loved. Looks amazing to me. And you right now are the Hermit. You are processing a lot here. This looks like a lot. You are processing, filtering, listening to yourself, trying to find answers to questions that you have, problems that you have, looking for clarity. You might receive omens or messages in nature. Let me get more on that. You've been alone for a long time, or you feel alone. Tell me more about the Hermit. You're understanding things in a deeper way now that help you to free yourself from the box. You feel secure in yourself. You're able to provide for yourself. You're able to create what you wish. You have talent. So with the Hermit, you have these two. You are able to make a good living for yourself, or you're able to utilize your talents and bring prosperity into your life. You are healthy on your own. You are a whole person. Even though you may long for more company or more people in your life where it's not just you, you're perfectly content to be just you and to do your thing and to keep yourself busy. To keep yourself constructive, to continue to create, even in the midst of processing some very powerful emotional stuff. You're finding clarity or answers about work, possibly, or about money, or about self-sufficiency. You might be working on something like a book that you're writing, or you're understanding new knowledge, or you might be going back to school or learning new knowledge. This will give you the much needed tools that you need to continue to be prosperous in your life. There's something you've been working on for a long time. It looks like it'll pay off, and it will have an extremely good outcome to what you've been creating. It feels like you're almost done with something, honestly. Yeah, you're almost done with something. And after this, you're going to be a lot more prosperous than you are now, or be able to have everything that you need to the point where you'll be able to sit back and relax. So in your surroundings, you have awakening, which you had earlier too, as part of your best possible outcome. 2 awakenings. You are waking up. You are outside of the box now for sure. Understanding things in a very deep way that helps you to move forward and create beauty in your life. So you might have a breakthrough on something that has been bothering you for a long time, or you're understanding things in a deeper way. The nightmare's over. The nightmare's over. Or you're no longer driving yourself crazy with things like doubt, worry, stress, thinking about worst case scenarios to situations. You're awakening to the true potentials and possibilities in situations in your life. What is the nightmare that you are awakening from, or that no longer is plaguing you? Or the stress? Liberation. And before you had entrapment with past lifetimes. That you will always remain trapped in some kind of a difficult situation or mindset even, where you've been stuck in a box. This might go very deep for you, or is very unconscious and hard to deal with because it comes from past lifetimes too, so it's not always easy to identify where it's coming from. Entrapment with past lifetimes, and with judgment or awakening here in your surroundings, you had the 9 of Swords. So I asked what your nightmare was, and I got liberation. It's like some part of you is worried that if you convince yourself that you will be free from all of this and be able to have a completely different kind of life than you have had before, that somehow this newfound liberation will be snatched from you, or you'll be back to being trapped again, or that you will never be free, something like that. But you are awakening to the fact that you are free, or you can get outside of the box. This woman in this picture is definitely outside of the box. So maybe you feel trapped in your surroundings. Maybe you need to go someplace else, or awaken to other possibilities of how things could be worked with, where you could be someplace else, either mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, so your hopes are that you'll be able to follow love and magic in your life, and that you are on a new journey. You're on a new adventure now, possibly that has to do with new love, or following your heart, or following what you love, going in the direction of what you love, a new beginning. And your general outcomes indicates that you are moving on from an old way of being to a new way of being. An old cycle is over and done with now, and it's time to release it emotionally and let go and move on into the future. What you have experienced in the past, you are no longer going to be experiencing anymore. Or you're going in a new direction now that is completely different than before. You are finding emotional closure with something. Okay, so let me find out more about that. Tell me more about the Eight of Water. What are they moving away from? Well, I know what you're moving away from. What are they moving towards? Or what do they have to let go of? Transition, yeah. What are they transitioning into? Weird. All right. Tell me more about that, please. Tell me more about this. Okay. You are moving on and transitioning into realizing that your visions, or what you vision about having in your life or for yourself, or your dreams, are not an illusion. They are not nothing. And also, I'm looking at how this looks like a blonde person wearing a bunny mask. And so the fact that this person is a bunny is an illusion. They're actually a human being underneath a bunny mask. And rabbit energy can have to do with fear or overcoming fears. It could be that you decide to take the mask off and finally just show you yourself for who you are instead of maintaining a sense of illusion for other people on who you are. Can also be saying that your visions are not illusions. You might have been thinking that certain things are not possible because they're not real, or they're just your imaginings. You wouldn't be able to bring them into manifestation, but that's not true. This is an illusion because you have the ability to take your visions and create joy out of them and manifest them, which would bring you a great deal of joy. I feel like you're transitioning from a feeling of hopelessness to a feeling of joy and awakening to what is actually possible for yourself, or what you can actually do, or what can actually happen for you. Some old self-limiting thought patterns, emotional patterns, probably because of all that crazy abusive stuff before, is an illusion. Its ghost is making you stay where you have been, but it's a ghost. It's an illusion. It's no longer there anymore. You're transitioning out of that now. And actually, you had major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, which the Wheel of Fortune reminds me a lot of this wheel in trust, the Ferris wheel. Things are turning for the better. You can trust the process. You don't have to be afraid that things will continue to be so difficult. You are transitioning from a very hard, difficult cycle onto a very blessed cycle where you can have joy. And it's important to hang on to that trust, and also to allow the process to happen and the transformation to happen, and to fully be yourself and rip off that mask of fear and be yourself truly. So let me pick one final message for you that is more frou-frou and lighthearted to end this with, because that was a really intense reading. Hopefully it made sense for someone, or was meant for someone, or will help someone in some way. Is there anything else that they should know or focus on? Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. Take a chance on love. Don't be afraid. Or move past your fear or through your fear. Love is the most valuable thing in the universe. And you need to be yourself and follow how you feel. When we start to love, maybe you've closed off your heart chakra in the past because of difficult times in the past, and it's a risk, or it's kind of scary right now to trust. It's okay to love. Take a chance on it. Okay? Take care, you guys. See you soon for the dailies, and then probably for your generals for March. I'm thinking that in the middle of February, I might, probably around Valentine's Day, I might do a quick mid-month checkup on everyone. And so you may want to keep an eye on the channel and see. Okay, take care, you guys. Bye.